Hi there, Jim Hibbs with the Des Moines Real Estate Show. I'm a licensed realtor. I think he's a licensed weatherman.
I am a certified. I'm still a certified broadcast meteorologist, and I'm a licensed sales assistant for Compass Financial Services now. I may be the only person in the country with both of those titles.
And I tell you, there's a lot higher bar on being right on the financial side than on the weather side. I just got to rib you about that because that's what everybody always says to me.
I would say it's impossible to predict. Okay. Not the weather. The weather is a lot easier to predict.
Jason and I go so far back. I was thinking about this before you arrived at the North Park Studios in Johnston, and that almost 25 years ago. We were anchoring on the weekends with WHO TV.
Yeah.
25 years ago.
I remember the first day I was ever on TV was August of 1997, and you were on the anchor desk, and you threw to me for the first time I ever did weather on live TV, and as soon as I started talking, my microphone fell off and fell into my lap. And that was the beginning of my television career.
And look at all
and it went down from there.
Oh, come on. You were one of the top broadcasters in town and have always been one of the great guys, and I just think it's an absolute privilege that I have an opportunity to sit down with you and just chat up and find out what's new with you.
Well, geez, where do you want to start? So I worked at 13, I worked at 8 for 10 years, and then in 2008, when everybody lost their jobs at everything, I lost mine. Channel 8 treated me very well. I actually ended up going back there not long after and doing some fill-in work, and I kind of bounced around. I worked in Sioux City a little bit, Cedar Rapids a little bit, Minneapolis a little bit, and then the little CW station in town, 23.
Right.
Started doing a morning show from scratch, and which was basically a radio show with cameras pointed at it. And so at the time, Heather Burnside was there. Of course, Lou Seipold, and eventually Jackie came on a little bit later.
Lou and Jackie still on the show today.
Karen Lee Meeks was on the show, and so that was 4 years. I did that, and mornings I'm not good at. I don't know about you.
I did mornings on WHO TV. In fact, I co-anchored with Brooke, who's now retired. That's how long it's been.
Brooke has retired twice since you left.
That's right. I anchored with Brooke in 2002, and boy, that was the summer of craziness when you get about 2 hours of sleep every night, and then you finally get to the weekend. And
it's bad for you. It's bad for your heart. It's bad for your brain. It's the people. They've done studies on people that do that shift work, those overnight shifts, those early morning shifts, and they live on average 10 years less than.
All right. Well, I'm glad Brooke's retired, and I'm glad I got out. All right. So Jason and I go way back. 1997 is the first time we co-anchored together, and you blew it. The mic dropped off, but you've gained much improvement since then. And since I started in real estate in 2016, a career that is my second love to television news. It took me about.
You still love television news?
Well, I love that I did it.
I do too. I don't love it anymore. I love that I did it, and I miss the people.
I miss the people. Great people. Great people at Channel 8. Great people at WHO.
Oh
TV,
yeah.
And I know some of the folks over at Channel 5. We're blessed with some very good TV stations. But you have been a great friend in helping me with some of the marketing ideas over time.
Great.
Sending me via email and Facebook some thoughts on how I might be able to market myself. And I wanted to share those with the audience today because I think, some of these are a little left of field, and you'll see it on the screen here. This is from Sparkle Potato. I'm assuming was a tweet. Yes, Sparkle Potato, the well-known Sparkle Potato. Can't find that at Hy-Vee.
No.
The word homeowner has the word meow in it. Good luck pronouncing it correctly ever again. You're welcome.
So every time, yeah.
But I see that didn't happen to me.
Really?
Homeowner did not, because I don't even know that I can say this. Home meowner?
Home meowner.
I just don't think I can do that. So
it did happen to me because I think about it every time.
All right. Well, I did not go with that marketing idea. Now this was one of my favorite.
I remember sending that to you.
Yes. Actually, you sent it to me twice. You were so impressed by the power team, Ken and Chuck.
Show it to Guy Lehman, who works with me, is behind the camera.
Is our one-man audience today.
Yeah.
And it's an open house from Ken and Chuck. I'm assuming Ken is the business.
Well, the best part of it is the voted 8th best real estate team.
Right. Not number one, number two, but the 8th best real estate team in town, and I suspect that might even be made up.
So what you're saying is you're not going to use that idea?
No, I'm not going to rename myself Ken, nor am I going to hire myself a Chuck.
Well, you don't need to hire him. You just get a...
Just go down to the doll shop and buy him. All right, here we go. This one, when I first saw it, I wasn't quite sure what you were saying, but then I realized you're looking at floodplains.
Yeah. So if you're looking at building in a floodplain, of course you would call Moist Realtors.
That's right. But again, I really enjoy Caldwell Banker Mid-America Group. They are a full-service agency, and we will help you with that floodplain home in addition to those that are out.
Well, this one's
a good idea.
Yeah.
I think. And what guy does not want a garage, first of all, but then when you look at this, look at it on the screen there, look at all the great things that started in a garage.
Yeah.
Jason, this is the one that I thought maybe he's on to something.
Apple, Google, Amazon, Harley, Disney, and Mattel all started in garages.
Yeah.
So you don't have one?
I've got a garage. But
Yeah.
I do work here in the studio of the North Park Johnston.
Now, at the beginning, you said studios, and really there's just the one.
Well, it's just my studio, but there's multiple offices and great people.
But there could be more.
We could add more.
Yeah. And
now that you're here, and the view count is going to go through the roof.
This is where we announce that you and I are both going back into news.
Shh. Don't tell anybody. No, I will debunk that rumor right now.
Well, and so would some distant broadcasting executive.
So would the current one sitting down over at HO and KCCR right now.
Some distant, soulless,
shaking their head going,
slimy broadcast executive would look at us.
Yeah, they're trending younger,
yeah.
And we don't fit the bill.
No.
But Jason Parkin, what's going on with the family? What's new with you?
I have 2 9-year-old boys and a 6-year-old boy, and we live way out in Northwest Urbandale. And I work at Compass Financial Services, which is where Buca de Beppo was.
Yeah.
And you and I have met at Palmer's over there a couple times. I do business development for them, and I love it. I get to meet people every day and hear their stories and talk to them about what we do and how we help people.
Yeah,
and it's a wonderful place to work.
Great personalized service. They can really help you with that overall financial picture of things.
Yeah.
All right. Well, please keep sending me the marketing ideas.
I will.
Maybe one will stick.
One of these will stick.
The garage thing.
The garage thing is good.
You know, I didn't realize that Disney was created in a garage.
Although his name is Jart Breet. Doesn't roll off.
Jim Hibbs is a little easier to remember, so maybe that's where.
You've got him beat there.
Folks, I very much appreciate you tuning in today and meeting my very good friend and a great guy, Jason Parkin. Jason, thank you.
Hee-haw's next. Good night, everybody.
Get out there and make the most of the day.